I'd like to request one thing to you for my own profit. Please don't skip the advertisement while you watching my lesson. Let's take it as break time. You guys, I love 쉬는 시간, right? 쉬세요. You guys love it a lot, I know that. If you watch whole advertisement without skipping, it means a lot to me. I don't know how many advertisements in my videos, but at least one advertisement in the one lesson. Please watch it fully. I will really appreciate it. Thank you.
Hello, it's me, Dexter. Long time no see. So let's start the unit 1 first. Again, on this level 4 video, I will not show the textbook page because of the copyright, but one clear thing is you should have buy the books. And I don't give any PDF file. Please don't ask to me. You can find on the internet, or I highly recommend to buy at least student's book. Okay? So first up is unit 1, 한국생활적응. So before we start the unit 1, again, 중급2 is the highest Korean language level in KIIP system. So whole vocabulary are jump up. So difficult, but don't worry, I will translate as much as possible. So first up is 한국생활적응. So 한국 is Korea, 생활 is life or just a daily life, and 적응 is adaptation. So it's about your adaptation to Korea. So those vocabulary are deal with the Korean life adaptation, and usage is first thing 느라고 is because of, and second up is the more and the more. So if I make the sentence by using those grammar is 저는 시험 준비를 하느라고 여러분의 동영상을 늦게 만들었어요. 하지만 한국 속담에 급하면 급할수록 돌아가란 말이 있어요. 급하면 급할수록 돌아가라. 그래서 여러분들 지금 한국어 덱스터 선생님 이제 1과 걱정 급해 라고 하지만 the more you hurry, the more be relaxed. 급하면 급할수록 돌아가라는 말이 있어요. Wow, you know that? I speak Korean well. I'm native Korean, so I speak well Korean. So anyway, 느라고 and 을수록. And shortly, 느라고 is more close to negative sense. But literally, it is okay. 99% the same, but the connotation of those uses has slightly negative. So I try not to recommend to use it, but this textbook they teaching, I don't know why, but anyway, so 느라고 is 느라고, 을수록 is the more and the more. And for the activity, they are dealing about the reflecting about Korean life adaptation and writing experience about Korean settlement. Settlement is 정착하다. When you settle in the Korea, 정착하다. That is settlement. And cultural note is immigrant settlement program. There is there? I don't know exactly about it. And before we start the uses, I give special thanks to Jennifer who give us the English translation of usage. Because yeah, I'm also good at English, but I'm not the native speaker, so my English is not that fluent as native. But Jennifer is from the Scottish. Yeah, the Scottish is different from English. I don't know exactly about it. Anyway, thanks again for Jennifer, one of my online class students. First up is on your textbook page 14. So there the vocabulary section. So number 1, 부푼 꿈을, 부풀다 is like a inflate, rise, swell, be swollen. So 부푼 is be buoyed up. I don't know exactly about it, so it's English is right. And one thing clear, if you are a native English speaker or fluent at English, and if there is error, just let me know. It doesn't matter. I never feel shame about my mistake. So if there is a mistake, I'm so happy to listen from you. So 부푼 is like a swell, inflate. inflate dream. So usually, yeah, the 부풀다 is come together with 꿈. Or we also say 부푼 가슴을 안고 한국에 왔어요. So 가슴 is literally is chest. So 부푼 가슴, the chest is swell up. So 가슴 is sometimes it's like command the boobs. Yeah, but for your textbook matter, they are not going to dealing with your boobs or my boobs. Anyway, sorry about it. So you guys at least adult, right? So 부푼 꿈을 가지고 왔어요. 정말 설렜어요. It's like I'm so excited, but exciting is more close to 흥분하다. 설레다 is more like a pure excitement. So if you say exciting is more something active, but 설레다 is like the first love. So when I think of my first love, is 설레다 is more appropriate. So 설레다, 설렜어요. And second up, 낯선 환경에 적응하는 게 쉽지 않았지만 새로운 생활을 즐기려고 노력했어요. 낯설다 is unfamiliar and 환경 is environment and 적응. So at first time, I tried to adapt to unfamiliar environment, but it was 쉽지 않았지만 not easy, but 새로운 생활, new life, 즐기려고 노력했어요. 즐기다 is enjoy, 노력하다 is try, effort, so try to enjoy it. About unfamiliar environment, life in Korea. And third one is 의사소통이 잘 안 돼서 답답했어요. 의사소통 is communication, and 답답하다 is like a stuffy or stifling, suffocating, or dictionary in here. I think, at least 1 and 3 are those the meaning of 답답하다 in here. And next up is 하나하나 다 새롭고 신기하게 느껴졌어요. 하나하나 is everything. So one by one, everything is 다 새롭다, brand new, and 신기하다. 신기하다 is like amazing, wonderful, marvelous, or noble. 신기하게 느껴졌어요. I felt like everything was being new, noble thing when I first came to Korea. And next up is this one, 향수병 is homesick. So 향수, it means actually perfume, but 고향, 향수 is missing your home. That is homesick. So 향수병에 걸리다 is like when you get a cold, 감기에 걸리다, 향수병에 걸리다. And 그립다 is missing, 그리웠어요 is past tense. Okay, so let's move on to the next part. So here 문화 차이가 커서, 문화 is culture, 차이 is difference. 문화 차이가 커서 there's a big gap, cultural difference. 문화 차이가 커서 불편하기도 하고 재미있기도 했어요. So 편하다 is comfortable and 불 is not, uncomfortable. 불편하기도 하고 interesting, 재미있기도 했어요. Yeah, that's the reason I love to travel exotic country, another country. It is uncomfortable and interesting. So next up is 살곳과 직장을 구하려고 여기저기 뛰어다녔어요. So 살다 is live and 살다 is verb. It changed as adjective. So 살곳. So 곳 is noun as place, and 살 describe the 곳. So 살곳 is place to live in. So 살곳과 직장 is your company. So 직장을 구하다, find a job or seek the job, find a job. 그리고 여기저기 like 여기 is here, 저기 is there. So here and there, over where, here and there. 저기 뛰어다녔어요. It's a running, it's a not literally he was running. It's a metaphoric meaning of look around here and there. Right? So next up is 한국에 사는 고향 선배가 하나부터 10까지 도움을 주었어요. So 고향 is your hometown. 선배 is a dictionary. There is a senior, but just the person older than you, or the person has more experience than you. So 고향 선배가 하나부터 10까지, from 1 to 10, it means every detailed things을 도움을 주었어요. Health. So next up is 뭐든 다 할 수 있을 것 같았어요. 잘 해낼 자신이 있었어요. So, 뭐 is short form of 무엇. So, 무엇이든, whatever, 뭐든, 을 것 같다. It seems like, 다 할 수 있다. Can do. So, everything, whatever, seems like I could do everything. 다 할 수 있었어요. 잘 해내다. 잘 is good, well. 해내다 is do it. 잘 해내. confidence. 자신이 있다. So be confident of everything. So it's at first when I came to Korea, it seems like everything I could do well. How about you? When you first came to Korea, how was your feeling? You could do everything or you are afraid of it? So next up is 이제는 주변을 돌아볼 수 있는 여유가 생겼어요. 이제 is now, 주변 is look around, 을 돌아보다 is turn and see. So it's a metaphoric meaning of consider or care. So at first when I came just to Korea, so worried and so hurried about it. But now I can see, I can care, I can consider. At first time, I couldn't consider others because I'm so nervous and so busy. But now I could consider, care, near, around me. 주변을 돌아볼 수 있는 여유. 여유 is spare time or could afford to. So now I could afford to look around, care other person near around me. When I compared to at first I came to Korea, I was so nervous, so I couldn't afford to do that. But now I could afford it. And second up is 오래 다닐 수 있는 좋은 직장이 생겨서 생활이 안정됐어요. So 안정 is same as 안녕하세요, 안녕하세요. So the literal meaning of 안녕하세요 is are you in peace mind? Are you peaceful? Something like that. So 안정 is peace or stable. So 오래 다닐 수 있는 long time commute company. So it means I have stable job and my life could be stable. And next up is 외국인에 대한 편견 때문에 서글플 때도 있어요. So 편견 is prejudice. So to the foreigner, prejudice. 서글프다. So 서글프다 is a dictionary. They say sad, but the Korean dictionary say 쓸쓸하고 외로워 슬프다. 섭섭하고 언짢다. So here 쓸쓸하고 외롭다. 외롭다 is lonely and 쓸쓸하다. I don't know by English. So yeah, just 서글프다 is if I find the dictionary they're just sad, but not only sad, the meaning has more loneliness or nostalgia thick, something like that. So 쓸쓸하고 외로워 슬프다. That is the more close Korean dictionary. So same as when I learning English, first level is I'm trying to find Korean English dictionary, but the more I want to learn more about English, I always try to find English dictionary. Same as you, if you want to know more about like Korean's connotation, the true meaning or collocation vocabulary, it is time to see Korean dictionary. So neighbor or down, whatever, it would be perfect option to you. So I think it is your level to find Korean dictionary like this one here. So next up is 한국어가 아직 서툴러서 오해를 받을 때는 속상해요. 서투르다 is unfamiliar or unaccustomed to when it describes to language. So Korean이 서투르다, it means you are not good at. 영어가 서투르다 is not good at English, so still not good at, unfamiliar, unaccustomed to Korean language. So 오해 is misapprehension. So because of my poor Korean, if I get a misapprehension, I'm so sad. 속상해요. And second up is 일을 처음 배울 때, when I first learning about the work, the job, it was difficult, but 지금 now 일을 쉽게 쉽게 하는 my own 나만의 know-how. So at first when I learning the job it was so difficult, but now because of my own know-how, now I have my own know-how to take the job easily. And next up is 어느 정도 자리를 잡아서 가족들을 초청하려고 해요. So 어느 정도 at some level, at some point 자리 is position level을 잡다. Catch. So now you are in a certain level in the company or school, something like that. So it is time to invite my family. So let's move on to workbook. Workbook page 10. So 구직 is 직 is 직업, so job, so finding or seeking the job. So 일자리를 구하려고 여기저기 뛰어다녔어요. Number 2, 향수병 고향에 있는 가족들이 so missing, 너무 그리워요. 문화 차이, 문화가 달라서 불편한 점도 있지만 재미있는 점도 있어요. 낯선 환경 is unfamiliar circumstance, unfamiliar environment, 새로운 곳에 적응, adaptation 하는 것이 힘들었어요. And next up, let's do it together. Number 1, 서툰 is unfamiliar, not good, poor Korean. 서툰 한국어 때문에 misapprehension, 오해를 받을 때는 정말 억울하다. 신기하다 is amazing is not the answer. Number 2, 다양한 경험, experience 한 덕분에 일을 빨리 끝내는 나만의 my own know-how가 생겼다. Number 3, 외국인은 모두 한국 예절을 잘 모를 것이라는 prejudice, 편견을 가지는 것은 좋지 않다. So 한국의 예절 is like a manner, courtesy. So there is misapprehension that all foreigner ignore of Korean courtesy. So it is prejudice. Number 4, 평소에는 바쁘게 지내다가 여유가 생기면 친구들과 고향 음식을 먹으러 간다. 평소에 normally busy. I have busy day, but when I have spare time with my friends, I'm going to eating my hometown food. So next up, 나는 어렸을 때부터 ever since I was young, 블라블라가 많아서 궁금한 것을 참지 못했다. 궁금하다 is curiosity, that is 호기심. Number 2, 한국에서 잘 지내고 있지만 명절을 혼자 보내야 할 때 외로움, feel loneliness, 외로움을 느낀다. So 명절 is a traditional holiday like a 추석 and 설날. I'm doing well in Korea, but in traditional holiday, when I have to stay alone, I feel 외로움, loneliness. Number 3, 이번 영화가 아주 재미있을 거라는 expectation, 기대감을 가지고 영화관으로 향했다. Number 4, 이번 시험의 합격을 통해 by passing this exam, 앞으로 뭐든지 할 수 있다는 블라블라가 생겼다. By passing through this exam, I have confidence. So here. And number 5, 한국어 말하기 실력을 빨리 늘리려면 quickly you increase Korean speaking ability. 실수에 대한 about mistake. 두려움 is worries. Your worries을 버리고 자신 있게 이야기해야 한다. Yeah, it is the same for all language. So I don't care about my mistake because I never worry about language mistake. So 두려움을 버려야 한다. Those are the vocabulary question item. And next up is 한국에 오래 살다 보니까 living in Korea longer, 한국에 대한 지식이 쌓였다. So the answer should be number 2 here, 지식이 쌓였다. But when it comes to 한국어에 한국에 대한 so 한국어 is Korean so answer could be 실력이 늘었다 is possible but 한국에 대한 실력 the 실력 is your capacity so capacity or ability to the Korea ability about Korea is weird so 지식 is your knowledge. So since I was living a long time in Korea, my knowledge gets stacked about Korea is answer. But when it comes to 한국, Korean language, you can be 실력이 늘었다. It is also possible. But here the answer 한국에 대한 지식이 쌓였다. 지식 is your knowledge. Number 2, 다음 달부터 매일 공원에서 운동하기로 마음을 먹었다. 마음 is your mind. 먹다 is eat. But here 마음을 먹다 is set your mind. Set your mind like a planning to 다음 달. So if you want to work out, do it now. I know, but I don't want to do that. But yeah, from today. But today is my final exam test day. So from tomorrow, I'm going to swimming. I'm sure. So anyway, so 다음 달 is next month. 매일 everyday 공원 is park. 운동하기로 set the mind. 마음을 먹었다. So 기회를 잡았다. 기회 is opportunity and 잡다 is catch. So catch the opportunity is not the answer. So number 1 is answer. And next up number 3. 한국 생활 초기에는 초기 is initial. The first part of Korean life. 힘든 일이 많았지만 there was many difficulties. 끝까지 at the end 최선을 다한 덕분에 최선을 다하다 is do your best. 덕분에 those are really I like this vocabulary. 덕분에 so 때문에 I think you guys already knew what is 때문에 or our target usage 느라고 so 때문에 and 느라고 is a slightly negative but when it comes to 덕분에 덕 is your virtue so by your virtues so when I teach the little kids I let them don't use 때문에 선생님 때문에 선생님 덕분에 the meaning is totally different. So someone say 선생님 때문에 it is usually negative but 선생님 덕분에 is thanks to you my teacher something like that. So 최선을 다한 덕분에 최선을 다하느라고 최선을 다했기 때문에 it's also possible but the connotation is your language level. So you can say it but I try not to recommend 느라고 때문에 but 덕분에 최선을 다한 덕분에 by doing my best 덕분에 좋은 결과를 얻을 수 있었다. So 끝까지 at the end do my best. Thanks to that, I have good result. So 최선을 다한 덕분에. So yeah, blah blah 때문에 because you already knew that. So from now on, try to switch every 때문에 as 덕분에. Usually the meaning makes sense and your language level also increase up when the native Korean listen your Korean speaking. That is subtle but important. Anyway, number 4. 열심히 공부하는 친구들의 모습을 보면서 so 보다 is see, by singing, by watching 열심히 공부하는 studying hard, friend의 모습을 보면서 나도 me 한국어를 배울 수 있겠다는 용기가 생겼다. 용기 is courage. So by watching my friend who's studying hard in Korean, I have the confidence, I have courage to study hard. And 외로움을 타다. Yeah, 외로움 is loneliness. So we say 외로움을 타다. 외로움 있어요. We never say 외로움을 타요. 타요 is like a vehicle. 버스를 타요, 지하철을 타요. But here 외로움을 타요 is like I feel like the loneliness. So many students say, 선생님, 저 외로움 있어요. Nope. 외로움을 탔어요. 외로움을 타요. So again, it is time to sophisticate your language. Same as me. I'm really good at English, but English is not that fluent or not native like. So it's also your time to changing some collocation or language connotation. Check out this one. So 외로움을 타요. 외로움을 탔다. Right? It's so difficult, but I think again it is time to check your language more sophisticatedly. So page 15 there is usage 느라고. So like if there's noun or adjective, it's 기 때문에. You already knew that because of 기 때문에. And 기 때문에 느라고. For example, 시험 공부 때문에 시험 공부하느라고. So the following sentence would be something excuse bad. But when it comes to 시험 공부 덕분에 저는 성공할 수 있었어요. Because of preparing for test, I could success. So I think I highly recommend to say use 덕분에. 덕분에 is always positive, but 느라고 and 기 때문에 is 90% is neutral, but 10% is negative. So anyway, this textbook doesn't care about the 덕분에. It is your just normal language use, but here you guys maybe need to prepare the test. So 느라고. Here's English explanation. Again, thank you, Jennifer. Thanks to you, I could make more high quality explanation video. So 느라고, 읽다, 읽으라고, 걷다, 걷느라고, blah blah this one. And 살다, the 받침 리을 is always exception. So 살느라고, there's no 사느라고. There's no 리을 in here. So 느라고 doesn't care about the 받침 exists or not. Just put 느라고, but 받침 리을 are exception. So used to say that something negative happened, but half and half. But yeah, the Korean connotation 느라고 is but half and half. But like when it compared to 덕분에 is 100% positive, but 느라고 is half and half negative. So because of that, something negative. So 느라. So thank you, Jennifer. Again, I can short my time. So don't use with past tense at. Yeah. So 저는 공부하느라고 청소를 못했어요. There is something excuse when we use 느라고. So here 낯선 환경에 적응하느라고, 가나다라부터 배우느라고, 직장을 구하느라고, 달리느라고, 적은 월급으로 사느라고, or 적은 월급으로 산다고 is also possible. And here vocabulary, 환경 is a surrounding or circumstance or your environment. And 다행히 is luckily, and unluckily is like unfortunately is 불행히. So 다행, 불행. 행 is like 행복 or lucky. So 다행히, luckily, 불행히, unluckily. And 머리를 감다. So where is your 머리? 머리 is your head. So 머리를 감다. Is this one? So yeah, like 머리를 감다 is, I think it's 머리카락 is your hair. So I think 머리카락을 감다 is more appropriate. But anyway, 머리를 감다 is 감다 is like this action. So clean or shampoo the hair. Oh, my hair, mess up my hair. Okay. So 앞만 보고 달리다 is look only forward, never side or look around. Just go straight. Never care about others. So let's check the usage. Number 1, 아침에 집에서 급하게 나오느라고 옷을 뒤집어 입었다. Reverse, switch, 뒤집어 입었다. No, it's okay. Number 2, 가족과 처음, first 여행을 갔을 때 사진을 찍느라고 정신이 없었다. 한국에 온 지 얼마 안 됐을 때 낯선 환경에 적응하느라고 마음의 여유, spare in mind, the place in my mind, 여유가 없었다. 직장을 옮기고 바쁘게 지내느라고, 다른 생각을 하느라고, 중요한 일을 처리하느라고, 음식을 prepare, 준비하느라고, 수다를 떠느라고, 수다를 떤다고, 수다를 떨다 is chatting, like Twitter. 이야기를 하다 is talk to, but 수다를 떨다 is 짹짹짹 is tweeting, chatting, right? And next usage is 을수록. So Here, yeah, on this textbook, they are just 을수록 itself, but the Korean we use the more and the more. Blah blah 하면, blah blah 을수록 is more commonly we use like 잠을 자면 잘수록 더 많이 잠이 온다. Or here for Jennifer's example, 공부를 할수록 똑똑해져요. It's okay, but the more Korean sounds like 공부를 하면 할수록 똑똑해져요. 사람들이 돈이 많으면 많을수록 하면 할수록. So 하면 always come together, but in this textbook they only care about the latter, not the former. The more. There's the more and the more. It's the more. But this textbook only care about this part, the more. But in Korean we use say the more together. Same as English. As one situation change, so does another. Wow, it's good English. I think Jennifer is really good at English. So often translate in English as the more and the more. So 공부를 할수록 똑똑해져요. As you study more, like the more you study, the more you smarter. And 사람들이 돈이 많으면 많을수록 욕심이 해요. The more money people have, the greedier they are. Greedier. Good English, Jennifer. So 나이가 어릴수록 외국어를 빨리 배운다. 나이가 어리면 어릴수록 is more natural. So 어릴수록 the younger foreign language 외국어를 빨리 quickly 배운. The younger, the better good at learning foreign language. 몸이 안 좋을수록 더 잘 챙겨 먹어야 한다. So and next up is my saying. 짧으면 짧을수록 좋다. What is 수업? Is class. The shorter, the better. That is my saying about class. Yeah, students. Because, yeah, until next week, I also graduate students. So, as a student, not only student, but also teacher. The shorter, the better. 짧으면 짧을수록 좋다. So, let's finish the class. I want to do that, but we have the mile to go. We have the way to go. So, 을수록. So, when there is 받침 exists, we use say 을수록, and there is no 받침, 을수록. So, and real 받침 always exception. And when there is the 명사 is noun, so noun we say 일수록, 새 것일수록, 시기일수록. So when it comes to verb, say 리을 or 을수록. When it comes to noun, 일수록. So usually the following is getting better or worse. I think 51% is worse and 49% is better, so neutral. So check this up and fill in the blank. It is your job. So fill in the blank and let's check the answer together. So here check the answer and those star mark is exception. 디귿 changing as 리을 and 살다 is not 사수록. Still exists, but here 받침 비읍 go away. Sorry, I don't know. That is exceptional loose. Like why the go changing as went? I don't know. So for the vocabulary, so let's check the vocabulary quickly. So 챙겨 먹다. So 챙기다 is take or just like a care. So 챙기다 먹다 is 챙겨서 먹다. So those are the explanation in dictionary. So 챙겨 먹다. Usually we take a feel or the meal. 밥을 챙겨 먹다, 약을 챙겨 먹다. And 어리다 is young or immature. So 향상 is improve and 향상되다 is being improved. And 수요 is needs and the supply is 공급. Needs and supply, 수요와 공급. They usually come together like a collocation. So those are the vocabulary you need to check it. So let's check it by question item. So number 1, 왜 이렇게 많이 샀어요? 얼마 전에도 쇼핑했잖아요. 이건 많이 살수록 값이 싸지거든요. The more I buy, the cheaper the price is. or 사면 살수록. I think that is more natural. So 이 책은 읽을수록 재미있어서 자꾸 읽게 돼요. or 읽으면 읽을수록. and 맞아요. 공부할수록 내가 모르는 게 많다는 걸 느끼게 돼요. 공부하면 할수록 이 김치는 this one. So these are 김치를 담그다. We never say 김치를 만들다. 김치를 담그다. 김치를 담그다. So 이 김치는 시간, time goes by. 시간이 갈수록 or 시간이 지날수록. 시간이 가다 is time go. 시간이 지나다 is pass by. So both are possible. 시간이 가면 갈수록 or 시간이 지나면 지날수록. Those are possible. So I think I just want to deliver the natives common speaking when some other professors say, why you do that? On your textbook, there is a usage, so you should only teach that usage. They might be right, but I want to say, it's your opinion. I don't want to follow you, so I just want to let you deliver about the natives more commonly we use. But yeah, clear thing is that professor is right. All you need to know is on this textbook. 수록, 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 을수록, 을수록, 을수록. That's all. So next up, 지하철역에서 가까운 집일수록 월세가 비싸다. 날씨가 더워질수록 아이스크림에 대한 소비. 소비 is consumption, buy. So the more weather become hot, the more the consumption of ice cream increase. Which is your favorite ice cream in Korea? Except Baskin-Robbins. My one is... No, I'm on diet. Anyway. Number 3, 일에 대한 경험, experience about the work. The more you have experience about the work, the more 문제를 쉽게 easily you can solve the problem. Number 4, 급할수록 돌아가라는 말처럼 일을 너무 서두르면 실수할 수 있다. So 급하다 is hurry. The more you hurry, the more you need to be relaxed. Can you hear the sound of train? So, your poor teacher Dexter don't have air conditioner in this my computer room. So it's smoking hot. So hot. So please don't skip your advertisement commercials. So it makes me a lot of money, so I could buy air conditioner in my room. I'm serious. Don't skip the advertisements, please, for me. And next up, on your textbook, page 17, let's check the vocabulary shortly. So 승진 is a promotion. And 긍정적이다 is being positive, and 부정적이다 is negative, and optimistic is 낙관적이다, pessimistic is 비관적이다. So 사업, actually 사 is a private, 업 is a job. So private job, but here meaning is a own business or private work. So we say 자영업. So 공무원 or 자영업. 공무원 is public office, and 사업 or 자영업 is do my own business. And 수익 is profit. 즐기다 is enjoy. And on your page 80, 회상하다. I like the vocabulary. 회상 is reminiscence. 회상하다. So 지난 일, past work를 again, 다시 생각하다, speculate or reminisce, think again. Just 회 is going back, 상 is imagine about the past thing, 회상하다. But in English they say reminisce. 엊그제 is like 며칠 전, a couple of days ago, and 그제 is the day before yesterday. So again, the day before yesterday is 그제, 엊그제 is a couple of days ago, and 꾸준히 is consistently, continuously. And 고진감래 is the same meaning as 고생 끝에 낙이 온다. 낙 is like a happy. So 고생 is pain. So after painful try, after painful work, there is your pleasure. That meaning is 고진감래. So 쓴 것이 다면 단 것이 온다는 뜻. 쓴 is a bitter. So after bitter is up. After finishing the bitterness, 단 것 is sweetness. There is sweetness 뜻으로 고생 끝에 즐거움이 오늘 이르는 we say 사자성어 고진감래. There is 4 letter. We say 사자성어 고진감래. That is 옛말. So old saying, old folk saying. On the page 19, there is a vocabulary. So 기대감 is like expectation. You are expected to do that. So here, the blah blah 감 is your feeling, and 심 is your mind. So similar. So 감, 심, 감. So 기대감 is expectation, and 외로움. 저 외로워요. 외로움을 타요. I'm so lonely, 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 lonely. Do you know the 21 was the famous woman group better than the Blackpink?
Baby, I'm so lonely, 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 lonely. Baby, I'm so lonely, 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 lonely. Baby, I'm so lonely, 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 lonely.
Is it dangerous? Anyway, 외로움 is loneliness, and 호기심 is like a curiosity. You want to wonder, know more about it. And 자신감 is self-proud, confidence. And 생소함 is unfamiliarness, unfriendliness. So 어떤 것이 익숙하다 is familiar, get accustomed to. 익숙하지 않고 낯설다 is first time to watch it, and unfamiliar. So last vocabulary part is page 20. So 체험 수기. 체험 is your experience. 수기 is writing by your hand. So 수기 means handwriting, but just nowadays we just writing. So you can typing down by your iPad or computer. And 기초 is basic, and 당연하다 is no doubt, reasonable result. That is the reasonable result. So 당연하다 is reasonable result. And 번역자. 자 is a person. 번역 is translation. So translating person. And 꽤, here's a typo. 꽤 is quiet. And 다가서다 is approach, come closer. And 계기 is a chance or reason. 적성 is aptitude. 적성에 맞다. Meet your aptitude. And 상황 is a situation or circumstance. 이주 is like 이민. 주 is your house, so moving to, immigrant to. 이주. And 겁이 나다. 겁 is scary, so 겁 있어요. No, we never say. 선생님, 겁이 나요. 무서워요. 겁이 나다. 기회를 잡다. Catch the opportunity, catch the chance. 마음을 먹다. Decide to my mind, set my mind to. And 어쩌면 is maybe. 어쩌면 오늘이 마지막일지도 몰라. Do you know the Buzz? It's the most famous singer. Anyway, how was my first time? Maybe next class I also do it like that for all the listening paragraph and all the reading paragraph. I will not handle it at this video. So thank you for watching my video, and if you have any question or want to say something, please leave comment. And don't forget your thumbs up and subscribe. Makes it more faster, harder about making this video. Thank you for watching my video. Bye bye. Ciao.